Hello fellow mutants, welcome back to another video, and in this video we're going to talk about how James Gunn makes decision about a new Justice League movie. Now, outside of the Ninja Turtles, I will have to say that the Justice League is my favorite comic book team. The Ninja Turtles will always take the leading spot for that. Otherwise I wouldn't name my channel Parsley in honor of them, but the Justice League comes in a close second. Then comes the Avengers, and so I enjoy the Snyder Cut Justice League movie. I enjoyed the Justice League cartoon and Justice League Unlimited. I've always been a bit more Team DC Comics over Team Marvel. Just because I feel like the characters are a tad bit more interesting for the most part. At least for me. And so it's sad that we aren't going to see, we aren't going to see Henry Cavill, Gal Gadot, or Batfleck come back to play their respected roles, as well as Jason Momoa, Ezra Miller, and Ray Fisher to play their respective roles as well. But I'm interested to hear what decision James Gunn made about a new Justice League movie. So let's get this to read, shall we? Because technically at this point we got two Justice League movies, essentially the same plot but just two different versions. The theatrical cut, and the Snyder cut. I'm talking about live action. I'm not talking about the anime stuff because there's yeah. Anyways, let's go. Let's read. Taking over DC Studios has been no easy feat for Peter Safran and James Gunn, who stepped into power at the end of last year. Although the duo has promised to revive a superhero franchise, titles like the Ezra Miller-led Flash have left audience looking for more, with box office numbers reflecting those sentiments. Now, according to Deadline, the Guardian of the Galaxy trilogy, Helmer has struck down rumors that one of his next moves would bring back the Justice League in live action form. The rumors mill began churning over the weekend after DC revealed the Justice League-centered animated feature would be on the way. So, set to arrive to 2024. The film would be based on Crisis on Infinite Earths. The news set fans into the tizzy, with many wondering if this meant that James Gunn would move forward with the production of a live-action film about the team of superheroes. See, speaking of Crisis on Infinite Earths, last time we got Crisis on Infinite Earths was in the Arrowverse, right? And towards the end of that crossover, I know this is two separate universes we're talking about, but we got teased with the Arrowverse's version of their Justice League. I would have loved to have seen them come into play. And, or technically still do. I would love it if James Gunn would say, you know the Justice League that the Arrowverse tried to set up? We'll let you guys have a miniseries, a 10, 12 episode miniseries of the Arrowverse Justice League. On top of whatever Justice League roundup that he's gonna have in his Gunverse. If that makes sense. I would be up for that. Anyways. Taking no threats to break the news to his dedicated following, James Gunn simply wrote no in response to the DC-centered chatter. The decisive and clear answer came as a surprise to many who thought that his recent unveiling of the cast of the upcoming Superman Legacy, a film that Gunn is also helming, there was a chance of the Justice League movie could be built from the new actors. So Superman Legacy, all along with a younger version of Superman than we've seen through the most recent portrayal of Henry Cavill, Superman Legacy will also feature Green Lantern aka Guy Gardner, Hawkgirl, and Mr. Terrific, who will also be played by Nathan Fillion, Isabella Merced and Eddie Gathering, respectively. Although, with the whispers of James Gunn creating a Justice League film with these new characters, others wondered if he was introducing so many new faces in an attempt to get more folks in theaters. Something the filmmakers vehemently denied. They fit into the story I'm telling. The Suicide Squad director, said of the introduction of 3 new characters, adding, "Story always comes first." And that's what I like to hear. The story comes first. Like, any, special cameos will come, afterwards. But I always like it when I hear studios focusing more so on the story than anything else. Story, character development, so I can respect that. So, arriving on July 11th, 2025, Superman Legacy will tell the story of a hero's struggle to accept his Kryptonian heritage, with that of his upbringing as Clark Kent of Smallville, Kansas. While he don't totally know how James Gunn will weave the other characters into the film, we can presume that they'll help guide Superman's way as he searches for the truth and uphold justice every step of the way. So DC's next release. With The Flash not living up to the box office projections, DC Studios have the August release of Blue Beetle just around the corner. Beyond that, James Gunn and Peter Safran have planned a complete overhaul of the slew of new stories coming at audiences both in big and small screen form. Along with Superman Legacy, theatergoers will also see Aquaman and Lost Kingdom, Joker, Folly and Dukes, The Batman Part 2, Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, The Authority, Swamp Thing, Black Hawk, Nightwing, Lobo, and Black Canary, and more. Okay, well, I can get behind Nightwing. I can get behind Black Canary, because, the Arrowverse made me more of a Black Canary fan. The Batman Part 2 I'm looking forward to, because I liked, crap, I forget his name, but that's Twilight Star as Batman Bruce Wayne. I wonder if Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow is if she's going to be played by the same girl who was Supergirl in the Flash movie. I would absolutely love to see that actress come back as Supergirl. Because I think she has so much potential Supergirl, that by not using this opportunity, I think DC Studios will be robbing itself from the beautiful opportunity of what could be debatably the best on-screen adaptation of Supergirl with Sasha Calle. I think that's her name. Because I seen the 80s Supergirl movie, and that was alright. This Arrowverse Supergirl, Melissa Benoist's acting was fine. The portrayal was fine for a bit, but there's definitely good and bad moments with Melissa Benoist's Supergirl, but I do like her acting. But Sasha Calle, I really enjoy Sasha Calle's take on Supergirl, and in the Flash movie. And the best thing about the multiverse, that you can have the same actor playing essentially the same character, but a different version of said character. I mean, John Wesley Shipp, I think is his name. Let me fact check. Okay, so I got his name right. John Wesley Shipp. He has played the Flash on multiple occasions. First was in the 90s live action film, and then later on in the Arrowverse show and the Stargirl show. He played the Flash. Now, granted that in like the Flash show, he did play Jay Garritt's Flash, of like Earth 3 or Earth 2. I forget what's Earth. Since he did play Jay Garritt's Flash on Earth 2, because Stargirl took place on Earth 2. But he also played the Jay Garritt's Flash and Barry Allen Flash in the Arrowverse Flash that had Grant Gustin as the lead of the Flash. So like, and like the Arrowverse version of the John Wesley Shipp's Flash was somewhat different from the Stargirl's version of Flash, right? So kind of proves my point even more that you can have the same actor playing the same character, but have that character, the same character, be a different version of, say, a character that we've seen before due to there being a multiverse. So I would be up for seeing Sasha Calle as return as Supergirl, but it's a different version of Supergirl than we've seen in the Flash movie, partially because that Supergirl is too dead to return. So, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section down below. Love you guys. Have a wonderful day. Be kind to one another. I will talk to you, fellow mutants, later.